so we are did a little bit of rearranging in order to be able to get up to some poison resistance. So the next area. So I mean, man, that boss fight, holy cow! I so nearly died in C4 Coliseum with a Legion boss, but we made it. We're past that point. We're still rocking with our hardcore solo. So a couple things I just switched out here is I got a different shield with some poison resistance, and I got an amulet with poison resistance. I haven't been able to do a whole lot else with it, just because I don't have enough glyphs, right? But I had to switch a couple things out here with put some poison resist here with the idols, and yeah, so physical, lightning is a little bit low, but I don't think there's actually that much lightning left in the rest of the game. I think it's almost all. I think there's fire and necrotic. No, not necrotic. Physical, fire, and poison we got to deal with from now on. So, okay. Okay, so Isle of Storms. Right, not Strand of Storms. Forward. Okay, where is my I remember where to go here. Back in Thinema? I think so. Okay, so the next areas are. There's a couple of challenging areas here, but I think, I mean, compared to that boss fight, it's I would say there's a reasonable chance that so there's a reasonable chance we can make it to level 60. Alright, level 36. Good stuff. Okay, so again, I'll probably just keep working on more board there.
Yes?
You made it. What was it too rough? Sapphire Nagasa.
Who there?
Captain Harton, I'll be fighting you later.
Take care.
Farewell. Can I help you? Stay safe, traveler.
I've never seen you around. More so that wherever you go, trouble, I appreciate your honesty. Nor am I a fan of theirs. If you head out to the crossroads, you should encounter the...
Alright, to the crossroads. So we got a lot of Nagas. There are gonna be some assassins and stuff like that we're gonna have to deal with. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. poison clouds. Pretty easy to evade, but you know, so with Ice Barrage penetrating like this, I mean, it's making pretty short work of these groups like this, but I figure with other builds might have quite a bit more challenge. But as you're enjoying seeing my build, again, I don't know if this is. Other people have analyzed it and probably come up with better approaches, but yeah, for me, I just enjoyed being able to come up, you know, kind of figure it out on my own, kind of figure out something that works, you know, good enough to be able to, you know, to be able to clear the content, at least all the content that I can. Yeah, on hardcore. The hardest level. I mean, I always love doing that. I've done that in Path of Exile, Torchlight 2, and then Diablo 3. I never did hardcore mode in Diablo 2, but now that Resurrected is out, I might go back and give that a try again. I just find a lot of times these ARPGs, if you're not playing on hardcore mode, it just feels a little bit too grindy. It's like it's not meaningful enough. When you're it's back. So, yeah, it's like for me, it's like even though I'm recording this guide for all of you, I mean, part of the challenge for me is to be able to kind of go through the exercise myself without reading somebody else's guide, right? And to me, that's just part of the journey, figuring it out. And then in addition, just trying to be able to, see how far I can take the game. And I'm not like, obviously not a professional gamer. You can see a lot of times I do just clicks. Now, make some mistakes at my positioning and stuff like that. So definitely wouldn't consider myself to be like any kind of serious pro gamer or anything like that, but I guess the thing for me is like, okay, if you're not even if I'm not like some pro gamer, can I still figure out how to be able to accomplish my goals in the game? Just figuring out the game mechanics, figuring out how to be able to make the most out of the gear that I've got, And again, the other reason I try to be able to not backtrack Because obviously, if you just grind indefinitely, right, then it's not a problem, right? You can go back to an easy zone and just go through it 50 times in a row, right? And then you're 7 levels higher than you're supposed to be, and you've got all of the glyphs that you need, you got all of the idols you need, everything you need, right? And so that's kind of one way to kind of trivialize the run through. But again, just trying to make the game hard enough, challenging enough to be able to kind of make it feel like, okay, winning is something that can actually be done, right? So again, if I hit level 60, which is getting close, I'll feel like I've won the game, right? Now, again, I will not be able to make it to the true end game, because I think right now the tuning for the in-game fight here, just like the in-game fight with the architect, is pretty rough. Okay, so we need to go. Yeah, so we can go back to heart. So turn that in. I was trying to figure out what that little silver question mark is, but we'll get back there in a bit. So we can go back to Sor'ethka. Or Sor'ethka, I guess is what that's called. Okay, so we got another quest over here.
Hello.
Alright, so we'll keep it. I do like the art in this game. I think they did a really good job with
Yes.
some of these areas, especially as they went on. It's understandable where we're headed. Yeah, Dry River Bread. Okay.
Oh there.
Take care of yourself, Harden.
Take care.
Alright. Okay, so we have missed something we'll do.
I cannot do that.
Okay, so Dry River. So there's been a lot of poison enemies in the game up until now, and pretty much up until now you can pretty much just ignore the poison, essentially. But at this point though, when I was doing my test run, I found out that it actually gets to be, in this area, it's actually pretty significant, and you don't want to skim on poison resist, because I'm not sure it's necessary to be able to have full 75% resist, but you definitely want to have some, right? Because, I mean, one of the things going on is that, yeah, every zone has its own innate level, and so, like, this area here is level 54, so that means that all of the mobs, everything has 50. Yeah.
I cannot do that.
Let's do that in the right direction. So that means all of the mobs have 54% penetration when it comes to. Okay, well, so you look at that. That's a lot of damage right there, right? So just kind of getting caught in that poison cloud. I mean, how much damage did I do to me? Like 1,500, right? I mean, a fair bit, right? And a little bit after, yeah. But up front, a little bit after, right? So it's critical strike multiplier. Yeah, I think I really need that. So again, we're not doing as much critical strike now. Maybe if I get more poison resist somewhere else, I can switch back to my critical strike. Amulet. I think we've got like a, what, 10% innate, 9% innate, something like that. Alright, who's the merchant? Could have caused this. Yeah, I gotta admit, being a merchant in this world, got my respect, buddy. Literally everywhere you go, there's terrifying monsters ready to kill you, right? So one of the things that, you know, I kind of give up by not having the amulet when you for the whole game is you lose out a little bit of healing. So I think it was healing one for 17 every time we did a critical strike, right? Which, you know, it adds up. Now we still do have some. slouch. Okay, man, these generators are fast. Okay. Alright, so that's Dry River. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so Dry River. Okay, Radiant Dunes. Okay, so from what I recall, Radiant Dunes has Scalebane Swarmkeeper. Basically, it's going to make this massive AoE attack. And so otherwise, it's a pretty easy zone, but I guess Scalebane Swarmkeepers, we're going to watch out for them. These guys gave me some serious trouble when I was okay, so we're gonna go with the stability. Alright, since we've got that, let's go ahead and let's upgrade our poison resistance. What? Okay. Oh, let's see, that's okay. I guess I didn't get a glyph for the Guardian? I thought I did. Okay, well, weird. I'd like to see if the community's done it, and I've sort of ignored a lot of the other damage reduction techniques, like dodge, and, pretty much ignored block. I do wonder if there's a build that was more based on that would actually be useful. I mean, again, in hardcore, the the problem is even if you have something that's gonna block the damage 99% of the time, but if 1% of the time the damage is gonna come through and kill you, then it's not gonna be great. You gotta play for hours and hours and hours, right, in order to be able to finally make it through the game. So yeah, that's the reason why I tend to stay away from the percent-based chance of damage reduction. I mean, armor actually might be more useful, but again, armor only does like 70% of its work against elemental or spell attacks, right? So, so even if you've got armor that's it's doing reducing 20% of the damage, it's really only. Oh, I forgot about that. That's right.
I cannot do that.
That's. I forgot about that. That's what I was thinking about. I let myself get cornered. Alright, well, that's the end of my run. So, level 56. I'd love to make it level 60, but yeah, I forgot about that. I knew these guys were coming up. I tried to be able to get back out of there again, but I mean, they've got that massive AoE cloud, and again, if I had teleported west to begin with, I think I would have been okay. But I went towards the exit, and then I got stuck over there, right? And you could see that there's that huge AoE cloud, and as I was getting closer and closer, it's like I had to make a run for it to try to be able to get back out of there. But once I did, I got stuck in that cloud. Okay, well, let's review where we were at when we're done. So we're over 1,600 health. Again, it would have been nice to be able to have some full poison resist, but again, it is what it is, right? So the main thing is we had, our increased health, 12%, 12%, 12%, right? This one I could have upgraded to 16% health, because it was tier 4, right? But I had to get to level 58 in order to be able to upgrade it again, because again, we had vitality, intelligence, and health. I mean, and this body armor is just amazing, right? It was, again, I didn't have, I think I only started off with just intelligence, right? Everything else was upgrades, right? And so I got my Spriggan Branch, elemental and spell damage. I mean, cold damage would work too. And cold damage and critical strike avoidance. So critical strike avoidance, again, is just definitely wouldn't have made it here without the critical strike avoidance, because I mean, you've got there's so many attacks that'll just do massive amounts of damage. Like you can see, earlier on I got hit by a spell attack that did crit me, and it hit crit for it was over 1,300 health, right? So if I got hit by anything else, I would have been dead, right? So once I hit critical strike, 100% critical strike avoidance, right? You know, that took care of that problem for me, right? So this unique, right? You know, I got this fairly early on, but you know, +1 all attributes, health, cold damage. It's not bad, right? I mean, obviously this +1 swipe doesn't help, but still, it's pretty solid, unique, right? And so again, for this one, critical strike avoidance. Again, trying to put health on just about everything that we can, either plus health or percent health. You know, just found that to be pretty huge. So again, it sucks that I died here at level 56. I'm definitely not going to be trying this again anytime soon. This is obviously took a long time to be able to get to this point. You know, and from here, honestly, there's not that much more content. There's what, maybe like 5 or 6 more zones after this, and you know, once you get into the lower temple and the chamber of vessels, I mean, it's impossible. It's, you know, this encounter right here was actually the hardest one until the end, right? So again, there's but you know, this has been a fun run. I hope you've enjoyed, you know, watching these videos. And again, I wish I'd been able to make it to the end game, you know, all the way to Upper Temple. But you know, it's you know, ultimately it's just a game, and it's just fun to see how far you can make it. And again, honestly, I probably could have done this differently, but then again, I probably could have died some of the other stuff early on. In fact, just making it past Lagan, really, I'm really kind of surprised I was able to get past that fight, because there's a couple things there you could see that nearly took me out. So anyway, it's just a treat to be able to play this game and record the videos, and I hope this has been helpful and fun for y'all. So maybe in the future I might do a similar kind of thing with Diablo, or maybe with a different class with this with Last Epoch again in the future. So anyway, peace out, and thank you all for watching, and take care.